So for the tutorial today, you're going to need just a few basic tools and products. Some Nutri-Set powder. I'm personally fond to the Ben Nye. A Ben Nye cream wheel. This one is the SK3 shadow wheel. Some foundation in whatever color yours is. Mine is the Picture Perfect foundation in Alabaster. Some concealer, an angled eyeliner brush, a stipple sponge, and a regular sponge.
Alright, so I'm going to start with a little bit of concealer. I'm just using my fingers for most of this tutorial. Sorry, there's going to be this little mirror. I don't really have any better way to film tutorials currently, so grin and bear it. Basically, you don't need to have your skin be like this perfect, flawless sheet, because men have pores and women aren't supposed to have pores apparently, according to society, so whatever. But my skin is being really bad right now, so now I'm just gonna take some foundation over top of that, just to even out my redness that's currently a thing. Basically everything about female to male makeup is bone structure. You want to emasculate all of your feminine qualities, such as your round cheeks, your button nose, jawline. If I was going to a convention, I would then powder this just to set it and then apply everything. But for right now, it's 2 a.m. and I'm just gonna wash this off afterwards. So, alright, and there's that. So now I'm just gonna take a little color wheel here and my fingers. The best way to do male makeup, I think, is with your fingers. You can use a brush if you want, but I feel it's easier to blend cream colors when you're using just your fingers. So basically, you're just gonna feel along, like here's my cheekbone. I'm gonna feel underneath of it, find that little line underneath of it, and just follow that. I don't usually do the like little L shape because for my face it doesn't really have any effect at all whatsoever. I usually don't go past about the corner of my eye. Then I just kind of match it on the other side. I actually started a little higher than my actual cheekbone, which I don't usually do because then it's hard to match it up real nice like. Now I'm just gonna contour along my jawline. I'm gonna try and like trim. See, I have this roundness here. I'm gonna try and trim that to a harsh line, but I always kind of start there and just kind of work my way down. What I'm going to do is kind of do a little triangle shape right here, just underneath of it, the eyebrow, just to accentuate the brow bone over here. You sink this in, you push this out basically. And I usually just kind of take whatever excess is on my finger and go down my nose because I have a really round nose. And contouring it doesn't work very well. Like I said, almost all of male makeup is knowing your bone structure. There's no right or wrong way to do this. And I'm just gonna kind of accentuate my tired eyes. So I'm just gonna accentuate this little guy right in here. And all of this I'm doing is just very, very little, like I'm barely even covering my finger with pigment. Usually people do like a super frowny face here. If I do that, then it looks like there's just a huge black swatch over my chin. So I just accentuate this like right in the middle. So that's pretty much all I usually do. So basically with my eyebrows is I make it thicker, a little bit longer. I actually just did my eyebrows this morning, which was really dumb. I should have just left them, but especially because I'm doing a male character on Saturday for a convention, but you know. So usually I'm gonna bring them in a little bit farther. Because most men have, like if you bring your eyebrows in, your jaw looks a little, or your nose looks narrower. So I'm gonna bring it in and then I'm gonna fill in this nice little arch a little bit. Dim brows though. So basically that's honestly about it right now. I know the eyebrows look really severe, but men's eyebrows are pretty severe. If you pay attention to them, they're pretty intense. So this is masculine makeup without stubbly things. Here's another trick to make you look a little more masculine. Men's necks are very defined, so pop out that, contour it slightly. Gotta really blend out this, otherwise you're gonna look ridiculous. Just blend that out and just follow. Move your neck around till you get these little lines here. Just kind of exaggerate them a little bit, and then obviously blend a lot. Then a fake Adam's apple never does any harm, and I just make like a little, this is where you need the frowny face, like right here. That's about where an Adam's apple would be, and that usually Adam's apple, a little more masculine. There you go. Stipple in kind of like a figure 8 pattern, just like a messy pattern. I'm constantly going like this while stippling, just because it ends up looking more organic. Never go above this here, and then you can kind of swoop up around here, but don't go above this line, otherwise it's gonna look ridiculous and it's not natural. watch where you go and make sure you don't like go up higher on one side than the other side. Whenever I'm getting up towards here, just to blend it, I always just try and triangle it, like hold the stipple sponge at an angle like that, just to blend it just a tiny bit. Alright, here's another trick to do above the lip. Just take your stipple sponge, hold it like this, grab it kind of like this so that there's only a little bit sticking out of your hand, and then dip it into the pigment that way. That way you have a little bit on a tiny surface and then get it into tiny places. There's no need to buy a whole bunch of different kinds of stipple sponges because one, you got it all. Oh no, I think it looks bad. Little triangle. So now here's another little trick to set your makeup. There's cocaine all over my laptop now. That's exciting. So get out your powder, and this is the fun part. You see that? How it's completely covered. This is how you set your makeup properly. Just pat that in there until it's pretty much gone. Wipe off a little bit of excess. Pat that in there. Remember, this is how you set all of your makeup. Rihanna, just do the thing. It's not gonna move, it's not gonna smudge. It's not gonna get in the way. It will fade a little bit. And if you sweat a whole bunch, obviously, there's some things that, you know, nature's awesome thing. If you have really oily skin like I do, you'll have to powder frequently and often during the day, but makeup needs touch-ups. That's all there is to it. Wipe off the excess. Don't smudge what's not already set. And get enough out. That's pretty much it. Usually I use a massive fluffy brush, but I didn't feel like getting it out for this, so use a fluffy brush over this. It'll take away less of the pigment. Or use a darker pigment. For this character, I usually don't do it too dark because he doesn't have dark stubble. It just depends on your character. You can make it as dark or as light as you want. Whatever you feel like. So yeah, that's my male makeup tutorial. It's not that hard when I'm actually just doing it for myself and I'm not trying to like, I can't say things. It takes me 5 minutes. 5-10 minutes, not even. If my skin's being decent, I don't even use cover up or foundation. I just and go. Yeah, so hopefully you guys will like it. Yeah, and should title this How to Become Thor in 20 minutes.